dies, right? Um, and they're found, you don't right away, as soon as you find the body, within an hour, do a press conference and say there's no evidence of foul play, right? Because you don't know that yet.
That's where they fucked up at.
They have to take, and this is what I'm trying to tell you, Matt. This made me look into more like the boy whose mother is a judge, right? So as someone, I'm telling you, bro, if you locked in the legal system, you locked in, you covered. Ain't nothing gonna happen. They're gonna spin a narrative however they gotta spin it to keep you out of trouble. So all I'm saying is, if it's not that boy, it's his friend, someone that was behind on the island, whose parent. Hold on, sir, 1 second. Someone behind on the island whose parent possibly knows the judge, right? But the judge is helping clean something up. Maybe no one on the boat, right? Maybe the boys on the boat know something happened on the island, right? The point I'm trying to make is, let's use the facts of the case. If he was murdered, it could have potentially been someone left behind on the island.
Yeah, no. Hold on. Let me say this. Let me just say this real quick.
Let me just answer that, so you can go. Hold on 1 second. I think, like, at this point, I think all theories are out there. I mean, there's not one bit of theory that is just completely, sealed, obviously. So why not explore that one? But go ahead, Black Toad.
If you say, and I appreciate it, I'm going to lower my tone a lot. If you say that you call 911, I'm just talking 911, there's an automatic record that goes on, and it goes to a hard drive. It's just recorded onto a hard drive. The same way with this towboat place. When they get you on the line, it's automatic recorded onto a hard drive. If there's ever a need for that hard drive, it has to be kept a certain amount of days, just like video tape recording. It has to be kept a certain amount of days. This recording from that motorboat tow place, I can't say the name of it because I don't know it, but that recording was in their hard drive system. All the state of Mississippi did to get that recording was they requested it. They got it directly from that place, right off of their hard drive, and they took that into evidence. Then after they took it into evidence, they released it per some legal law of people being able to see the evidence. I don't know what the law is. I'm not a lawyer. I forget.
Can I just say this?
Excuse me. No, please don't interrupt me. They released it. When they released it to the public, that was exactly what was on the hard drive. Right. So now, so with that being said, the hard drive is still in possession of Mississippi.
They're not listening to you.
So let me say one more thing, and I'll land here. The original that's taken from that hard drive that's with the state of Mississippi has not been doctored, has not been touched in any way by anybody outside. Okay. But that evidence, the FBI will be able to peel off the same thing that the sister did.
Okay. Well, that last part is key, which who knows if that will happen. But two things. One, obviously, you can submit that evidence in there, and they can go with that and what have you as the original. I don't dispute that. I want to be very clear that what wasn't submitted and put into evidence, obviously, was what this lady did in terms of, I guess, I don't know what she did. She doctored it up. I didn't say doctored it up. She changed it around so you could hear what's going on.
She separated and cleaned the sound.
That part was not submitted to evidence, right?
Yes, it is.
No,
that's actually. Hold on
one.
Yes, it was. Because on the ABC clip, they're not playing the full clip, but you can hear someone say, "Damn it, Bart," just like what you said. And nobody named Bart is listed as being on the boat. I checked myself. So who is Bart?
Jesse, but
good question. But
that wasn't submitted to court.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That's
Yeah, this is the original one. They just played
Yeah,
clips of it on ABC News. It's still the original call, right? And you can hear in the background,
Yeah.
this is not separated audio. You can just hear them say, damn it,
Okay,
Bart,
that's fine.
right?
I
So
just
long
pointing
story
out
short,
the-
hold on one
I
second.
just pointing out the lady's version was not submitted as evidence. That's all I'm pointing out.
Right. Well, the original one was, and you can hear "Damn It, Bart" in it. So who is Bart? That's number one. Number two, this is bad police work because if that boy was left on the island, why is the girl who he was left with the only person listed as being on the island? I know there was more people because he was supposed to catch another boat, right? So why aren't they interviewing other people? Because from what I'm looking at, and I thoroughly searched who was left on the island, who all was on the island after the boat with the friends left, and they're only listing his female friend. That's it. And I know there were more people on that island. So that's why I said I'm staying really far away from this. I want nothing to do with it. It's a dirty world, and I'm just here living in it, man. That's it.
Well, the reality of it is the girl who cleaned it up doesn't have to be the professional to clean it up. The shit that she used was audio recording stuff. When you sample something in and you put it on a computer, you can divide and take out sounds and remove sounds. But there was nothing added to what they had. You can sample something in to a sampler and then divide and remove sounds. They call it stem.
Yeah, but it don't remove voices. It only removes background noise.
That's right. But here's the thing, though. The other thing is this. That timeline has been set. So we know that there is a timeline that's set. An hour gap. That hour gap is when he died. Now, the reality of it is he wasn't left on any island. So that's going down the left field somewhere.
Whoa. That's a jump. That's a jump.
Because the state of Mississippi has his lungs. They haven't released the lungs because the lungs didn't have any water in them. So
That's another jump.
As soon as they released the lung and the throat that was crushed by Bart choking him.
That's another jump.
You have all evidence. Because this is the reason why they haven't released it. Because he didn't have any water.
You're just making this shit up.
And his throat was collapsed.
Hold on.
And that he was put in a chokehold. And that's how he died.
Oh,
I can make up
based on what?
I can make up stuff right now too. Let's not do this. So who's Bart? Do we know who Bart is or no?
Bart is one of the guys on the boat.
But how come Bart hasn't been identified?
I don't know.
Black. We don't know.
Which white people do, and they cover for each other. But Bart was the one who killed him. Bart was the adult.
The Brotherhood of White People.
This is like a national story.
That's right.
There's no cover up on the national story. I mean, this is like either Bart is on the boat or he's not.
White people stay on boat. I don't have to tell white people.
Oh wait, but we have a video. Okay. Totep, whatever the fuck. I would like you to point out to us who standing on the boat in the video is Bart.
I can't
we
point
have
out
a
anybody.
video
I wouldn't know
when they were
one of
picked
you
up
from the next one.
and intercepted
all
by
of you
Tuck.
look alike to me. All white people look alike to me.
Okay, so you don't know.
I wouldn't know
Okay.
you from Santa Claus.
Amazing. So how do you know that he killed this black kid?
Hey Matt, I have some audio.
I want an answer to my question. How do you know he killed this black kid? How do you know the damn it was?
God damn it, Bart, is he dead?
It's on the.
Yeah, hold on, Matt. I have something for you to
God
hear.
damn it, Bart, is he dead? So they screamed Bart's name out and asked, was he dead? Right? And then they yelled his name out, and you can hear it.
Matt, this will stop us from
Wake up.
arguing. I have something to play. Listen. So, this is the reason why the lady had to separate the call in the first place. So, listen. This is the full call. I'll post it in the chat. It's 8 minutes. I'm not going to play 8 minutes because who you guys think I am? But I am going to start it from the beginning.
You were breaking up a little bit.
Hold on. How do I start it over? I feel really retarded, y'all.
What are you on?
Hello? Oh my god.
There it is.
Alright, unless you have a membership.
Hold on. This is the Kitover dispatch call. I really, hold on. I think I'm gonna just post it in the chat because I can't start it over. It's on a news website thing.
Oh yeah,
but
no, I've heard it. I heard
he had to separate the audio.
Yeah.
Because pretty much what was happening was there was music from the tow truck.
I think it should be played because for the sake of the good conversation and
okay, well let me start it over.
Yeah, see, I already heard it from the Tatum show. He actually played the whole thing.
The 8 minute.
Oh, I didn't. We didn't hear it. I just thought maybe the audio.
What
about the other people who ain't heard it?
Yeah, let me just play it.
Yeah.
You can go on YouTube.
I got it to start over.
Hold on, Jazzy. What's your question gonna be from this? Do you think, Jazzy? She must be fixing.
Hello.
You
Yeah.
get her.
What is your question gonna be from this? Do you think?
It's not gonna be a question. I'm just showing you something. If you listen real quick.
Okay.
Allow her to proceed.
Okay, here we go. So.
Seeker Assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, where's the Western Born?
So let's pause it right there. They were saying something in the background of the music playing, right? So when the lady had to separate audio, that's what.
Wasn't the right.
Listen, that's 1 second. That is the call. I was giving an example. If you would please give me a second. If not, I'll go on mute. I'm not fighting for no mic on a Sunday. I'm tired. So, like I was saying, they were saying something in the background of the music being played that was really inaudible. So when someone separates audio, that's what they're doing. They're getting the music out so we can clearly hear what they're saying. I heard someone say, oh my God, right? Not saying that has anything to do with Nolan dying. It could be that the boat was sinking. So they're like, oh my God, the boat's sinking. But regardless, separating the audio, Matt, gives you a clear hearing. Oh my God, bro.
Jazzy?
Yeah, man, I quit.
I heard the separation by the lady. I'm not questioning that she was able to separate and we're able to hear what you just mentioned. It's just like, obviously, you really can't submit what she did into evidence because there's no way to trust anybody.
Well, yes, it is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People do it all the time. Forensic auditors and stuff, when they're listening to audio of things,
I'm talking about the FBI if they want to do it. If there's any reason to do it.
Matt, and to the person,
Jazzy, they're not going to take what she did and submit it into evidence.
Yes, you can. You can.
Jazzy, I'm saying they're not going to do it.
They will.
No, they won't. This will not.
Yeah, they will. They can.
This will not be the daylight.
They're not going to take something. They don't have to take hers.
Stripping it after she's been
They can do their own.
doctor things in it. We already know that part.
Yeah, but they're not doctoring anything. What I'm telling you, that's why I played that.
Did.
So you can hear the audio. That's not doctoring something. Yeah, but Matt, that's not doctoring. You don't know what doctoring is. Doctoring will be altering something to change it, right?
Let me be very clear what I'm saying. There's parts of it we already know she doctored. Okay, that part she didn't doctor. She got that part out of it.
She's not even doing it. The FBI can get. The FBI can do what they need to do to get to the bottom.
Her evidence is never going to be shown the light of day in court.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't. I can guarantee you.
I can guarantee you it will. And you want to know how it will? If she submits that to, if she, Matt.
Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on. What will be submitted in the evidence is the original audio, and that's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
and when they can't hear it clearly, you know what they're gonna request? A separation of audio. And you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? She's gonna say she don't have one, right? And they're gonna. Matt, you're not listening on purpose. You want me to listen to you, Matt. You want me to listen to you, but you're not gonna listen to a thing I have to say about it. But I just shut up so you can finish, and then you stop, and I talk, and you cut me off.
Let's go one at a time.
You just went.
No, I didn't. I'm talking right now. You're cutting me off.
Matt, I was just talking, and you said no.
I give up. You got it. I'm not talking.
Oh, come on, don't be like that,
if you're
brother.
trying to negatively say she negatively doctored it in someone's favor, and that's where y'all losing me. Everybody's on the side that sounds dumb as fuck. If all she did was take the music out, it can definitely be submitted into court. Now, whether or not they choose to use it, just like they didn't use any of the evidence in fucking Carmelo Anthony's case, they chose what to use, right? That's what happens. That's why I said everyone fighting over what's gonna happen, y'all all sound dumb to me. Because there's not enough evidence, and evidence that has been put out there is not enough. It's not enough. There's no toxicology report. There's nothing leading to anything, right? But everyone's making assumptions, black and white. You're getting mad. This guy's getting mad. You're getting mad. Everyone's mad because people are saying things that oppose from them. I'm using logic. And I'm telling you that can be submitted into evidence. It can, regardless of how you feel, it can be.
No, this is not.
Yes, it can.
I can tell you what's going to be submitted to evidence if you want to
You
hear.
can't tell me shit. Do you work for the Mississippi court system?
I can guarantee.
You work for the sheriff department?
So I'm just gonna go make
So
up.
how the hell do you know what's going to be submitted in the evidence?
And I'm gonna have them submitted to evidence.
This way y'all lose me, bro. You don't know nothing. You can't tell me nothing about what they're going to submit into evidence.
It doesn't make any sense.
You don't know.
So everybody can just submit evidence in the court. That's
not just any old evidence.
That is,
and that's what I'm telling you. You're diminishing the value of the separated audio. It can be admitted into evidence.
The FBI can do exactly.
You're wrong, bro.
The FBI, you already did.
You're wrong.
The FBI
It can be submitted into evidence.
Okay.
That's my claim.
Clearly, she's not wanting to listen. It's unfortunate. I never said that the evidence wouldn't be submitted. I just said her evidence is not being submitted, and they will never see the light of day. There's no way, because everybody would just be making up stuff and going, okay, look what I have over here, this over here. The FBI is going to be the one that actually does the submission of this evidence, right? And then, yeah, they might actually strip it down. They'll fix it up, whatever you want to call it, and we'll see if it flies there. But they're definitely not taking her out. That was my whole point. And you can say they are, but they're just not going to do it.
Can I speak real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
So, I'm gonna bring it around to empathy because we go back and forth on this phase, and the sad part is the young man with a promising future came up dead, and can't explain it. And I think on both sides, and I hate saying both sides, it shouldn't be a side. It should be like, what happened to that young man? Everybody should be feeling like, damn, what happened to him? And I think even his friends, I think his friends, the way they're acting, it's almost like what I'm saying in here. It's like, where's the compassion? That young man is gone, and it was such a mystery, and it's probably gonna be a mystery forever. And I'm just saying, where's that humanity? That's the thing.
I mean, I don't know. Where did you get the impression that nobody cares about what happened?
Well, maybe I should have said that I didn't listen, but I just didn't listen. As I go through different, and we're just having a conversation. As I go through different platforms, it's like I hear it, and if something in me is like, man, the passion for my life, they mudslinging, and that boy gone. You know, promise confusion. Touch
They care about what happened. They just don't care about what you care about. They care about what happened. I guarantee you they care about what happened. That's why they're lawyered up. That's why they're lawyered up. That's why they're preparing to fight. Because they do care about what happened. That's why they've been silent and nobody has said anything. And more than those people on that boat see what happened. And not one of them white folks has said a motherfucking word. And that's them holding the line. And you know why? They're holding the line. They're holding the line because that boy's grandfather was worth over $300 million. And so when you're in a small town, like that,
are people guilty when they lawyer up?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then why bring it up?
Well, I think it's because they lawyered up very quickly. They lawyered up very quickly.
You goddamn right. They lawyered up because they know it's going to be a fight. And that's what we're doing. We're preparing to fight. It's a black and white fight. And that's just what
There's one light in the sun, though. There's distributor of the wolf.
You would do the same thing. You would lower up if you were accused of murder, wouldn't you?
Nobody's been accused of anything.
They've been accused of stuff. Yes, they have.
Nobody has been accused of anything. Nobody has been taken into custody. Nobody has been accused of anything. Nobody
yeah, who's in custody? Who's in custody? Yeah, that is.
Hold up.
This is wild, bro.
We just heard Totem Pole accuse them. What do you mean no one's been accused?
Nobody has been accused. The state of Mississippi has not accused any of
you. Why you accuse
them?
You know, hey, Joe. Hey, Joe, hey, good to see you, brother.
You can't, hold on, you both ways. You can't have a bunch of people accusing these white boys of doing something wrong.
Nobody accused them of anything.
Well,
they haven't been legally been accused of anything.
Now you're using the legality stage accused them. You're accusing us up here. If that was going on, yes, I know.
Don't fall into this weak argument. He's conflating accusations with convictions. So, you know, this is terrible.
Accusations are accusing. Hold on, no.
Accusations are not convictions.
Accusing. I'm not conflating it.
Okay, yeah. Accusations are not convictions.
It's going to be a black and white
fight. Accusations are not convictions.
The reality of it is, we know how white people are. They know how
guilty. What are you talking about?
The reality of it is.
So look.
The reality of it is, no matter, and I'm going to land here. We know who and what we're dealing with when it comes to Anglo-Saxon white people in this country. It's a racist country. These folks are racist. They can dance and hymn around it as much as they want. But they're racist. The state of Mississippi is a very racist place. And they're doing what they do. So now, in this case, there was some divine intervention. There was a recording. They made a lot of mistakes with this whole situation. And the body is going to tell a story that Mississippi just can't dance around. And so,
you're accusing
the body. Well, here's the reality of it.
No.
And let's see if we can agree on that. Let's see if we can agree on this.
So, are you accusing them of murder right now?
My accuser has nothing. I'm accusing you all of murder.
Yeah.
Every one of you white motherfuckers of murder.
If you're doing that, then I would want
Y-E-S.
They shouldn't lower up at all. Accusing them of murder.
That's fine.
They shouldn't lower up at all.
But the point of it is, here's the reality of it. Nobody's been taken into custody. That means nobody's probably going to go to jail. There was a little divine intervention, and that was that recording. The recording is what it is. You're trying to dance around that now. You're even trying to change the narrative to what if he was left on the island and this or that happened. Well, no, we're going to focus right on that tape because the tape is divine intervention. That was from the creator himself to be able to catch them on tape with the body and a dead body right there on the tape. So we know what's going on. but we know who we're dealing with too. So tensions are getting high in America. You killed several of our children, and we're peaceful people. We don't have a problem living in the country with you. But it seems that you're gearing up and getting ready for what's going to be inevitably a race war. That's what you want.
Bro, nobody wants a race war.
That's what you'll get.
Okay, so let me just follow Total Paul's logic, just so I understand. So was he was murdered on the boat because they said, "Oh God, he's dead," right? That's what you're saying. Bart said that or something to Total Paul. Is that right?
Bart.
This Bart guy.
Bart.
Nobody knows who Bart is, but he killed Nolan Hall.
I'm sorry, I'm fueling up my.
It's one of the friends. I just told you, Matt.
Bart is one of the friends. He is one of the friends.
Bart.
And they've hidden Bart. And Bart, we know Bart wasn't black because that's not a black name. We wouldn't name our kid.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
Let's just go back and forth. We're not doing long monologues right now. So, oh yeah, for sure. So Bart, how did Bart do it? Did he strangle Nolan in front of everybody on the boat? And then
what I think they were tussling. What I think what happened was there was a tussle that went on, and I think that he was choked. And I think he may have been choked from behind. Maybe he was choked from the front.
Okay.
But I think that was the damage to the throat.
Okay.
Wait.
And it caused that red mark in the back of his head because he was choked to death.
Okay, this is why the boat.
He was choked.
Hold on, go back and forth. Don't let's come off mic. And this is while the boat is sinking, right? They have this moment to, strangle and choke him and make sure he gets killed off because the boat's sinking. Is that how this works, or explain that part?
No, the way it works is they said in the recording, pull the plug. Now the boat has a plug that's underneath the boat that keeps it buoyant or will let in water. Well, obviously they pulled the plug so that it would let in water because the boat ended up floating around for about 5 more hours after that. It was moving different places on the GPS. It went back and forth throughout that water system. So we know that.
Okay.
So there was nothing wrong with the boat. And then they said they were in 17 feet of water. Then they switched and said they were in 31 feet of water. So there's lies being told throughout it.
Hold on. So wait, is the boat wasn't sinking? So they called the boat place to let the
as an alibi. As an alibi.
Oh, okay. Just to alert the authorities that they're choking somebody and killing them right now. That's kind of the thing.
I think the person was already dead. I think Nolan was already dead.
Okay, but on the audio...
Let me ask this. What was the alibi? Everyone keeps saying it's alibi. What was the alibi going to be? What was the intent of the alibi? They're calling the tow people, right? Nolan's dead on the boat or he's dead in the water. What was the alibi? Okay, we're going to call the tow boat people and say what? To cover up what? Can you tell me what that was?
The first thing they did, before they even called the tow place, is they called the boy's grandfather. The boy's grandfather was called because we know from the timeline, because when they spoke to the ship captain said, we've already spoke to the grandfather.
No, I hear you on that, right? No, I hear you on that.
Hold on. So the first thing they did was they called the grandfather. Now, whatever the discussion was between the grandfather and whoever the grandson was, this was at that point that one of them decided to call the ship tow place.
Right,
when
but
they
why?
called the place,
what was the alibi going to be? Like, if I murder somebody, I'm going to say, hey, I was over here. That way, I'm not going to be able to be placed at the scene of the crime because, that's my motive and all this other stuff. What was the point of calling the towboat people? How is that going to separate them from this crime? Because that's what you're saying.
If you want to know what I think, I believe that there was blood on the boat and they pulled the plug to bring up some water to drain out some of that blood that was on the boat. I believe that what happened was they got into a tussle. The tussle resulted in him bleeding in some way. I don't know how, but it was blood on the
Can I ask you a
boat.
question?
Excuse me. Hold on. I'd like to finish my thought. It was blood on the boat is what my thing is. So they pulled the plug so some of the water would drain out and get that blood off of the damn boat.
Okay,
And
okay,
they know how to do all of that.
okay, but let me, wait, one more thing, please.
To be validated. She was asking because she didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Yes or no? That is not informative of anything. Right? General public associate socialism with 10,000 of different things. Right? Because there is also no stick in giving those answers. You cannot test them. You cannot understand if they are robust or not. They're generally not correlative with any level.
And likeness of God, that we might recover in Christ Jesus. That was in paragraph 1.
That's clear stuff right there. That's literally. It's clear as day right there. Not that this was his beginning or that he was created in this moment, but he joined his own workmanship. That meaning that it means that he's the one that actually is the progenitor and creator of mankind, which is what Philo says, right? Where he says, "Let him align himself under one who was called his eldest son, in which we are all made from." I mean, come on, bro. Like, what are we trying to do here this way?
Remember,
You tell us, motherfucker. You tell us.
We can go to every book by book that he wrote. And this was his consistent theology. So it's like, what we're doing is,
I don't know. Where are you guys going?
Yeah, there's another one right here. So you got Ignatius again with the Magnesians. It says, along with the deacons, or he's talking.
Hello?
You in the room with me? John Kitover. John, I gotta ask you.
This is a public service announcement for the campaign to elect John Kitover to Chicago mayoralship. If you were suffering from chills and brain rot from the Nathan Art Experience Project, and you're looking for a way out of this disaster of a conference call app, I could...
So he's sending there, so...
Correct. It doesn't mean son, bro. It just means father, bro. You just gotta show us where they say that the father is not singing, bro.
Yo, we kicked out. So wait. We were gonna keep fucking John after kicking out Daryl. Is that what I'm hearing?
You're anti-Semitic. You're fucking anti. You're a fucking Jew.
Oh my god.
Yo, the difference is this. This is different. Daryl, he exhausted all his chances, bro. First of all, he said, "I don't debate." Okay, so we let it pass, right? Then he said that I'm this type of person. Like, you know, he's like a millionaire. He got this, he got that, blah, 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 blah. I'm successful. Then on top of that, right? On top of that, he just want to cry and tell us how he almost committed. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like, go someplace else and cry, bro. See a professional. Don't come in fucking here. That's me. I'm good. I don't want to listen to it. I'll kick him on it. John, we didn't do that with John Kitover.
John Kitover is back. I'm here right now. Hello. John Kitover's back. Proceed with the interview. Go ahead, Huey. I'm here. I'm here, gentlemen.
We asked for something in exchange, Johnny. We need you to help us promote and grow chillism. How do you feel about this offer, bro?
Bro, Chillism has grown leaps and bounds over the years because of the dedication, hard work, and heavy lifting of Nathan the artist.
Wow.
Yeah, after all. Oh damn, he won. All you gotta do is suck Nathan's dick and you already in. Like that's how this works. He won. He won.
That was it. Smart play.
Wow.
Back channel Daryl, let him know.
Bro, he just came out and said it. I mean, Timothy still hasn't admitted it. Just saying.
And this is how nasty Nathan is. Nathan gonna pick Baba over Timothy.
Right? Crazy.
Right now, bro, I'm in tears right now, bro. I just finished.
So John, can I ask you a question about the rooms you do?
He said he just finished.
Yeah, go ahead. Standing by, waiting for the question.
You use a mobile farm and you've rigged that, right? In order to do as many rooms as you do? All right.
You're asking. Hello? 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 Hello?
Don't act like you ain't liking nigga.
Oh, Chilla's in the room now?
Do it again. Crazy. Listen, in response to your question, I'm not sure what you're asking. Obviously, you have to use a cell phone to use this app. So, do you want to refine your nonsensical question? Hello?
Oh, was it nonsensical? I was under the impression that you were using some kind of mobile rig, to run multiple rooms at once, right? Because you're able of running multiple rooms at once. So it was actually an earnest question, but it seems like you want to be a sensitive bitch about it. So keep sucking Nathan's dick. I guess I'm not the one.
I'm not gonna suck Nathan's dick. That's your job, Hugh. You're the loser in here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's a fact, but like,
listen, I just want to know when you suck Nathan the artist's dick. When you suck Nathan the artist's dick, what does the smegma taste like?
Oh, that's a Jewish thing. So you really are a Jew if you know about smegma.
Pineapple and blueberries.
And a tad bit of pumpkin spice.
Hang up your mic, son.
I do want to salute Nathan the artist and the Chillism House. You guys are undefeated. No one, not even politically correct, Ban and Patty and First Lady and those faggot retards, no one can stand the test of time like Chillism. Hey, yourself. Chillism is eternal. Chillism is infinite. Chillism has been uploaded and downloaded to the stars. You are eternal, Nathan. Your art project is supreme.
This is what Nathan likes. This is what he does it for.
Hey, John,
this is why he's in the game.
If you're talking like that about like politically correct, like why are you always like broadcasting their room and not Nathan's?
Nathan's going to write about this compliment in his diary. Dear diary, John Kitover said I'm the greatest. He made me like art even more today. I'm going to do a painting because John Kitover encouraged me. Dear diary.
I'm actually going to do a portrait of John Kitover, bro.
The other day when John was like, yo, you should keep on going to the gym, I was like, bro. I called my mom, I was like, bro, John Kitover knows that I have my gym art going on. I fucking made it. Deadass.
Congratulations, I guess.
Thank you.
So John said that the Chillism debaters are comparable to the politically correct ones? Is that what John said?
I don't know, but I like that he complimented Chillism. I think that's pretty manly.
Yo, John, let everybody know. Chillism is throwing down the gauntlet. We're ready to fight everybody and anybody in these clubhouse streets.
I got $10 on Sam.
Yeah, I started taking everybody's money on the table. Now Shai left because I was looking at her purse.
We will continue.
I'm not sure how many of you are college graduates. I doubt any of you are, because you see, in college, you do this thing called mock trial. And what you guys do is just mock trial. So it's almost like you haven't graduated college and you're still stuck in a temporary holding
Would you
place.
like to debate
You
on
might-
a specific topic?
Well, all I want to say is to the weightlifter Incan, the only reason I know about your weightlifting is because Mountain, aka Mountain, is complaining.
While you were in the armed forces.
Correct. I was injured in the United States Army Service Connect disabled veteran.
Was it during your service?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he does.
You know what happened? You want to know what happened? I ran into a black woman. She was a major, and she said, run up that mountain, soldier! And she was on a golf cart, and I said, what, bitch? She's like, run up that motherfucking mountain, soldier! And I was like, bitch, you on a golf cart? And you ain't even gonna run this fucking mountain with us, bitch? She's like, run, soldier, run!
Jinx?
John, you have a brain injury. How long ago did you have it, and how was your recovery?
Thank you for asking that question. My brain was injured approximately 20 years ago when I went full retard when a black female major in the United States Army told me, get up that hill, soldier!
Oh, so the recovery.
That's what you get for trying to humanize
He's
this
obviously
shit.
not recovered.
Yeah, no, it's okay, John. I asked because I had a brain.
Yo, Jinx got stray dog syndrome. She sees a stray dog on the street. She's like, let's take it in.
It's
so cute. He needs help.
That's how I got both of my dogs. You guys gotta chill. And my cat.
What she was like, I can fix him?
No, I just want to change
That
my
was not
mind.
the joke. Y'all gonna leave me hanging on that one? Oh my god. Alright.
Jinx is Captain Save-A-Ho.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you say that's how you got all three of your dogs?
No, silly rabbit.
Okay, thank you for taking it as a joke. I didn't mean it offensive.
I know.
I mean, Mr. Jinx was in here telling us that he was really popular at strip clubs.
He was.
Yeah, all the strippers like me.
And he was saying, like, Jinx saved me. Like, he was giving all the credit to you.
It was hard, you know. You gotta whip them into shape, and you gotta.
You know, that's funny you say
I would love to get an audio clip.
I believe the strippers like me too.
I would like to get an audio clip of Mr. Jinx saying, I used to get hoes back in my day.
Go ahead, try, babe.
I got a question for Nathan, the artist. Nathan, how have you... Hello? Nathan, how have you automated full mental retardation into your life?
I'm retarded too, brother. It's just an expression of who I am as an artist. I want everyone to see the world the way I see the world. With a smile. Doesn't everyone like to smile?
No, smiling causes wrinkles.
Nathan, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Nathan. I'm very moved. That's a fact.
I know, but I just don't understand. How have you managed to... Hello?
She was a recovering stripper, but then I found out she was just really smart and knew how to dance.
Yo, can we
You
take
said-
John Kitover now? I feel like there's like a weirdo in the room and it's really uncomfortable.
And his pants are
Mr.
down.
Jinx, you said Mrs. Jinx did what? The paper?
Don't fucking piss me off, Nathan.
Okay.
Christ. Unload the gun, please.
I didn't.
Take the bullets out.
Okay.
I didn't acknowledge.
He did the setup.
I didn't acknowledge. I wanted to say one thing. So I didn't acknowledge Hack Up one day, and he called me a weirdo after that. Nah, can't believe it. Can't believe it. I didn't acknowledge Hack Up once, and then like he's calling me a weirdo.
So he's still ignoring you.
You know why I did it, Chaos? You were out here talking about your bromance with other men. It broke my...
Wait, can you say that again? I'm mute, so... Why did you do this?
Because you were out here talking about how you're so close to other men when we've shared a relationship for long.
I knew it. I broke your heart and you're hurting me back. I knew it.
Exactly. I cried for you, Kale.
I just want to ask the Chillism veterans, some of the longest standing people here who keep coming back. What is who's the most annoying person from Chillism in the past year? Who wins the 2026 Chillism Most Highly Annoying Person Award? Who wins it?
You've won that award every year since 2020.
That's Rich. That would be Rich. Thank you.
I like Don's analysis on that. I have to agree. I think Rich is one of the most highly annoying people I've ever met or heard on this app in my life. I don't think that guy takes Adderall, but if there was ever anybody who was made for fucking Adderall, it was probably that fucking kid.
So bad. He has ODD, oppositional defiance disorder. For
Not a thing in adults.
What's that? That sounds intense.
Yep. Those two.
So just wondering, is Huey... Have you also noticed that non-native English speakers seem to dominate stages? And it's almost like they're trying to practice their English like Huey, who's a non-native English speaker. Have you noticed that the non-native English speakers are so engaged in the conversation with native English speakers? And so, but nothing's really being discussed. No high-value information is being transmitted. So, when do you realize that you're in a circus tent with a bunch of retards? Hello?
It's true. I try to make conversation about small chit chat of little significance.
That is like my point, because right now, I could go into politically correct, and there is the neoliberal who talks one word a minute, and he says nothing, but yet everyone gives him a little bit of grace and time to speak, because he's non-native, and he's a Russian, and he's liberal progressive, and everybody likes the Democrat. And so, what kind of a faggot retard world do we live in, when people willingly just waste all their time listening to faggot retards all the time?
By the way, because fuck Daryl. This is way better, right? Right, Stilgar? You loving this, Stilgar? This is your shit? You grooving, bro?
Oh, I didn't say we should kick out Daryl. I thought we could just spend the next 2 hours making fun of him. That would have been way better than this. I concur.
I disagree, bro. Daryl started crying on the stage about how he almost committed suicide and how his friend killed himself. And his friend
that's probably getting good.
Mate, yeah, I forgot, bro. You white. You into that type of stuff. For me, I'm not.
Yeah. It's awesome. When people on Chillism stages say, I'm rich and popular and awesome, you should believe me. Also, I tried to kill myself and couldn't manage to do it. I think you've missed a wonderful opportunity.
To make fun of a person who's going through something in his life that we would lie to come on Clubhouse and pretend he's someone else.
Antagonize person with suicidal ideation.
You can say what you want to me, bro.
gratification.
But I'm not evil, bro. Let that nigga go someplace else where they can take advantage of him. That's unethical.
I think you're in denial about how much of a dinner for schmucks your rooms are, and you pick out the best schmucks.
No, that's low-hanging fruit.
You're moral, though.
If it says something about
This
you.
is McDonald's, and you're
person like that.
Cheeseburgers.
No, you think it's McDonald's because you're white and you look down on black content, bro. But you don't understand fucking white piece of shit.
Look, I look down on Caribbeans and people that wear flip-flops in January. That's all I look down on. My melanated brothers and sisters in here know I have a great love for them, a great deal of respect for them. It's just grown men who think the steel pan drum is a wonderful technological innovation and wear flip-flops all day long.
But I'm saying, if you think entertaining that guy is good content, that's saying something to your character, bro. Obviously, something is wrong with him. He's lying on the app, pretending to be someone he's not.
Yeah, dude,
Something
that's the
is
whole
wrong
point
with
of the Wag Pack Dinner for Schmucks things. You're cool with doing it too, just not when you start to feel that.
Who I do that to?
Oh my God, how much time you got?
No. That has something that's wrong with
I'm not
him.
gonna
That
go
lies
there
on Clubhouse.
because if I turn that stone over, the salamanders are gonna never
that's such a good
stop
one,
crawling
Jacobus.
out from underneath it. The salamanders will crawl from underneath that stone forever. So let's just leave it where it is, okay? And let's just have an honest conversation here, okay? Do you think this is a serious run?
Listen, I'm gonna
Do
take.
you think you run a serious run?
Let me tell you this.
You don't want to answer
I'm not
that
good at guessing games. No. I'm gonna answer you. I'm just telling you this. I'm not good at guessing games. So I'm not gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about, because I don't know what you're talking about. That's the first thing.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to go there. That's okay.
Look, I'll tell you this. Besides a few bad apples, right? We do troll, but it isn't like the bottom tier troll. It's like top intellectual troll.
That's
One second.
phrases that don't
One
include
second.
the
If you want to say the trolling isn't serious, right? Okay, I give you that.
Trolling inherently
This
isn't
is a
serious.
serious room. This is a room with bland, serious, and non-serious.
Okay, so what you're
saying.
saying is outside of the majority of the moments in which we're non-serious, because there's an occasional occurrence in which people in the room are serious, it's a serious room?
Pick a percentage,
I say
Delgar.
50.
What percentage?
Oh, the percentages, I mean, that's obvious. It's like 80%, 90% non-serious.
Okay, I was gonna say 70. I was gonna say 70. I'm not that far off.
I think because of you, you're not serious.
And that's ironic because I think I'm one of the more serious people in this room. I troll on occasion, but like,
no, you troll on the
mostly.
majority. Are you serious, bro?
I'm 100% serious. I'm 90% serious right now.
Bro, you come into this room and your whole thing is to make fun of people that you think are like dumb or stupid or they got stupid position, right? That's what you do when you come here. So maybe you're serious about that, but I don't think that is serious.
That's serious.
I don't think maybe you're being serious when you make this. Maybe you're being serious when you point it out, but I don't think you as serious when you do that because you do it interrupting people in the middle of talking. You disrespect people by just being loud and belligerent for no reason, bro. So you're not serious because you don't understand chillism.
But Nathan, there's one very important part that you're not considering.
All right, what's that?
Oh, we did a cliffhanger.
I can always leave. Maybe that was the point right there. That was good. That's the thing, man. Like, look, I when I hear that type of stuff about how people always commit suicide, I've been on these online platforms for a long time, and these the type of people that look for a reason to jump. I'll give you a point. I'll give you an example. If y'all know who Dar Dawkins is, y'all know he's the person. I think he trolled because there's no way that
the Christian guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dar Dawkins one time, this happened on Discord. He hosts this room, but people, have him as a guest in their server. And he's in the room. He's doing the Dar Dawkins thing. This one guy from one part of the world wanted to ask him a question. And Dar Dawkins was like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?" And he said something like, "Hey, I have a question, blah, 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 blah." Dar Dawkins did the, thing where he's mean and everything like that. And homeboy left. He's like, "I'm just going to kill myself." And literally, there's a video circulating someplace on Discord of this dude literally slitting his throat.
Are you serious?
Like, literally.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Yeah, this happened.
I'm
This is
serious.
a big deal.
So
Wait, yo, hang up. Send me the thing.
I can probably find it. I can probably find it if I dig, but I don't know if I want to watch that video again.
I know, right, bro? So all I'm saying is this. Look, I don't entertain those type of individuals. Obviously, something's wrong with him. He don't need to be in chillism. Chillism is the safest. Safe for him. And yeah.
I truly wish we can get Darth into this room. That would be amazing.
You know what? I'm going to talk to him on TikTok.
Don.
Is he on TikTok?
Yep.
Does he go camera up or no? He just
Don.
No.
Yes, sir.
He came in the chillism a couple times. Nathan,
Don, did you just hear the last 30 to 40 seconds?
Yes.
Basically, niggas like Daryl shouldn't be in this space because they just need a reason to jump. And chillism is the kind of space that he shouldn't be in because niggas like that are liking to kill themselves. Do you remember the speech I gave earlier about how chillism makes it a point to attack people's sacrificial fucking lambs or attack people as sacrificial lambs or what's the word I'm looking for? Sacred cows. Attack people's sacred cows. Yeah. And chillism doesn't give a fuck about people's feelings. Chillism doesn't give a fuck about civility or any of these things. It's about, can we make people content at the end of the day? And that would be really bad content if somebody actually killed and fuck themselves, right? Doesn't matter how many times we spin narratives that people are fucking racist. Like, so do you see how this is all fitting into the bigger thing I was saying? Do you see how it's fitting into the bigger thing? Basically, let's make this make sense. A nigga can't come here because we're gonna treat him so badly that he might kill himself, and I don't want to deal with that.
I mean, yeah.
That sounds like that would be funny if I. That would be funny if I did say that. I didn't say that.
You implied it.
At first I was like, why did you kick him? And I was like, dang, Nathan, why did you kick him? I wanted to see if he had any injuries or whatever, obviously. Because, I love to pick up stray animals. But then now that you put it that way, I'm really glad that you did do that. Because I would hate for Stilgar to think it's like a free-for-all. Sorry, Stilgar, because you said you thought it would be good content. That's the only reason why I'm using yours in this example. But I would absolutely hate for him to come here and be antagonized and pushed to that mental space again. I would absolutely hate that. And I don't want blood on my hands for even being, in the room. So I'm glad that you did that.
I don't want blood on my hands either.
I agree with you. Look, I agree with you. But I understand. All I'm pointing out is that this is the kind of space where we actually have to worry about that kind of thing to begin with. And to pretend as if creating a narrative that somebody's a racist is out of the character of chillism. It's crazy to me because that's niggas trying to gaslight me what I'm saying doesn't make sense. I don't understand what you're saying. That doesn't make sense to me. I just want to say, I just want to say.
You got the last word. You let it go.
Wait, hold on. Technically, if I continue to go on, that's still the last word. You know that, right?
Yeah, but then the whole value of don't keep it going because then I'll just try to have the last word. It's null and void.
I'm bored right now, and I've got energy, and I'm ready, and I'm gonna keep this going for about 6 months, 6 months to a year. So, all right, so, and it also doesn't diminish the value of the last word though, because nothing. If we're being,
devalue the threat.
No. In fact, this is the reinforcement of the threat. Right.
No,
if you think about it. So it's like
I can keep on going. You said I can keep on going if you bring it up again. But regardless, I'm gonna keep on going. So whether I keep on going or not keep on going, you're just gonna keep on going. So the thread goes if you do A, I will do B. But then you're I'm gonna do B anyway. It's not a deterrent to do A because you're gonna do B regardless.
Depends on how bad B is though.
No, well that's just a modification now. But basically.
No. Obviously, necessarily it's a modification, but it depends on how bad B is, correct?
Now that you're clarifying it now, but this is good.
Israel says to the fucking Palestinians, if you attack us, we will attack you back fiercely and horribly in X, Y, and Z. And then October 7th happens, and that's exactly what the fuck happens. And then Israel doesn't stop attacking. Do you think that the threat is less valid just because all of a sudden Israel didn't stop even when the Palestinians stopped?
No, but like, well, I think it's not
Then
like
we're on the same page.
irrespective,
Agreed.
No, wait, never mind. I don't think it's like irrespective, right? Actually, I think that yeah. Well, the issue there is that you said
Yeah.
we'll attack you fiercely. You added modification that you didn't do at the beginning, so therefore,
Which is?
like the example is different. Which is like attack you fiercely, XYZ. If you would have just said Israel says I'm going to attack you. If you do X, then it'd be like, oh yeah, then the threat is kind of like null and void because they're just attacking anyway. So they just looking for an excuse to do it.
I agree. But that doesn't change.
attack you. That's
Yo,
very simple.
David.
Jesus Christ. David's on your
David.
side, you lose by default.
Hey, David. Have you ever thought about committing suicide? Please say yes so I can kick you.
That's not appropriate.
Jesus Christ.
That's not appropriate.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, bro?
That was a little harsh. You know what? That was.
Well,
I got
accept
scolded
your
for hours
apology.
for saying, yo, read this book. All right, I get scolded for hours.
Yo, I'm supposed to.
Yeah, the difference is, the difference is, I agree. You are supposed to go next, Nathan, but like I keep getting interrupted.
Oh God.
You sound frustrated.
So if we keep interrupting you, Nathan never gets to go.
My
That's
therapist.
pretty much how that works, right? Like
My
that's
therapist
exactly
would say.
You know what, Nathan? I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
run.
so Huey, I was thinking.
Yes. No, I just wanted to say this is for the room, right? Because Nathan's never going to agree to this. He's never going to, in good faith, actually engage with what I'm saying. But like the rest of the room, Don, the reason I called on you is because you tracked the point I was making about the narrative things and the shit that goes on to act as if like the troll wouldn't have like led to this kind of thing is a bit weird. I wish Shai was there for that speech.
Tao can be talked about, but not the eternal Tao. Names can be named, but not the eternal name. As the origin of heaven and earth, it is nameless. As the